The following podcast contains some strong language and some very average opinions. Any references to actual people are wildly inaccurate. It's probably best if you don't listen at all. The Roaring Peacock Podcast. Welcome back to the Roaring Peacock Podcast. This is the match review of Burnley.
Burnley.
Is that how you say it?
Burnley. This
is the Burnley match review. We couldn't get the dingles on, so it's just us. My name's Adonis, and it's a very good hello from me.
We've finished already. It's very good. Bye from me. Cheers, lads. Bye.
We won 1-0. Let's not talk about the second half. Okay, that's it. Bye. They told us to make these things quicker, you know.
Yeah, there we go.
And joining us is our man on the post, Ross.
A very good hello from me.
Stewie on the Barnet, Barney.
Hello from me.
And our resident Riot Badger, Alex.
Right on the Badger. Hello.
Yeah. Riot on the Badger. Richard on the Johnson. So, Burnley, we beat them 1-0. Meslier was flapping around, but did well in the end. KP was patrolling like a shark. It was absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
How was it for you?
I'm just about recovering, I think. It's like I've seen a knifeman go through my whole family. And I'm still happy about it. What does that say about my family? No, I think it was the first half. I thought, right, we're going to absolutely dick these. This is going to be great. Merry Christmas. And then the second half was like, oh, well, we've decided to fight Brexit with Brexit. And that's what we saw in the second half, as pitches like a quagmire. And like it nearly injured one of their players at one point. That was good. Yeah. Oh, God.
I saw someone on Twitter say that the pitch was Bielsa's decision. He wants the pitch like
that. In tribute to Sean Dyche? Was that,
preparing for Crawley away?
Yeah.
No, it's to remind the Burnley players of what the canal looks like in Burnley, where all the druggies hang around. Apparently, I should say.
Allegedly,
yeah.
Where Sean Dyche gets his sexual conquests, allegedly.
How did you end up 4 a.m. at Burnley, drunk as a skunk looking for drugs, Barney? That's my question.
The Leeds Manchester Canal is it's an interesting journey. I'll tell you that. It felt for me in the second half that the halftime talk was there was no halftime talk. They just did the Secret Santa at halftime.
Yeah.
And they just came out. It was weird. Just completely different team to what we saw in the first half.
Yeah, I thought I said it was like, forget how to play football, lads. Do these shots of Jaeger and then get back out there and enjoy yourselves.
Yeah. Have some fun.
Here's your spotted dick and custard. We get a nice chunk of it, a big spodge. Now we've got you a brandy and a hot bath, you know. And just as they're getting their neck muscles massaged, you know, by some Swedish masseuse, like, right then, get out there.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was full time. Oh crap! I've done the full time celebrations at half time. We're just going to do the best we can.
I think Click had a big Christmas, didn't he?
Crap. He's not played well since I met him to sign them canvases, and I feel like it's my fault.
Cursed him.
I think I've honestly just... If I've taken on his striking ability, five-a-side is going to be fantastic next week.
It's ever since Bielsa said he could play in any team he wants to. It's not been on it since.
Yeah, he doesn't want to leave Leeds, that's why. He said, no, I'm quite happy here. I'm going to play like this.
Yeah.
He thrives better when a manager is telling him that he's shit and putting him out on loan. So what we need to do is we need to get Bielsa telling him he's crap and he'll come back. Yeah. This whole praise thing's gone to his head and he's shooting over the south stand into
the
Beeston.
It's left his foot and it's gone to his head.
Yeah, that's it. Speaking of heads, I was really pleased with how many times that Chris Wood was beaten to a header by a much shorter player. I was well pleased with that. Well pleased.
Yep. There was one from Strauch in the first half, as in swinging corner.
Yep.
And Strauch just tipped it, just got there ahead of him and tipped it over his head. And I thought, Thank fucking God for that. Well done, Strouk. Well done.
He got fully muscled off the ball by Stuart Dallas in the second half. And all Dallas might be the strongest man in football because he's repeatedly just out muscling these bigger guys and just throwing them to the ground and getting away with it.
I think we said before in set pieces is that it's all about the man marking. Everyone seems to be obsessed at the moment about man marking, but today we actually made it hard for the opposition to get the ball. So we made it really hard for them even to get to the ball rather than just man marking the player. I think that was the difference. We seem to have learned a little bit today with set pieces. We actually had 2 players on the line as well for a change.
Yeah, Phil Twitty had a man on both posts for the first time this season.
Yeah, I liked that. But talking about not making it easy, we didn't make it easy on the fans today.
No.
And I don't appreciate that.
Second half, that was.
I resent that.
I looked at the clock and it was like, 84 minutes, we've definitely got that. And then I watched for another half an hour. And once again, it was 85 minutes. God, it was difficult, wasn't it?
Can we talk about how good Calvin Phillips was, though?
Oh, yeah. Dropping back, he's much better at doing that than going forward. I think he gives us a lot more playing at centre half than he does as an attacking midfielder. As much as, like, early in his career, he could strike a ball and at the best of them, but I think he's turned into such a defensive player now. He's much better dropping back than he's going forward.
He was immense. Won everything, or pretty much everything in the air. Or any cross that was coming towards him, he just stuck ahead in it and just made sure it wasn't going towards our goal.
It's their strength, isn't it? Set pieces.
Mm.
So it's a good job we suddenly turned into a team that can defend set pieces because we were giving away ridiculous free kicks and corners all over the place.
Yeah, they had 12 corners and I think they had 4 or 5 free kicks in really dangerous positions. And Meslier wasn't fully in control of what he was doing, I think. He was just running out the ball and just flapping around at it, but it was effective, what he was doing.
He's wanting to get called up for France for the beach ball team, I think. Fucking bullshit, catch a ball, man.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this running out and trying to slap the ball as hard as you can. Yeah. It's an interesting strategy.
I don't mind it if it goes sort of to the sideline, but it's these ones that he does to a Burnley player who's waiting on the edge of the box.
Yeah, they all
give me a
fell there
heart
today.
attack.
Still not a clean sheet, though.
Would you have had Kiko in there? No.
Oh, no, God, I'm You'd have missed every one of them.
No, thank you. Just in a tweet, which is the best review. It's like nothing to do with the football, but from DC. Dyche just looks like an audience member on Question Time who repeatedly shouts about sovereignty and fishing rights. Spot on.
Oh, they're an angry bunch, weren't they? Especially Ashley Barnes.
Well, of course they are, because, they haven't got the hard deal Brexit that they voted for.
Yeah.
Did you see Dyche after the game, though?
Oh,
Says,
yeah.
when can I come and see you, ref? What time?
Yeah.
He was not happy at all.
Really?
It must have been about the penalty decision he thought he should have got in the first half.
You get sent off for that?
Well, the ref was just ignoring him. He probably couldn't hear him because he hadn't cleared his throat.
See you in the car park afterwards, ref.
I want to talk about Brexit and sovereignty and fishing rights.
We didn't get the no deal we voted for.
Brexit.
And I'm pissed off.
Brexit.
just descending into like a gremlin or something.
Yeah. Bielsa's already spoken to the press. He described it as an energetic and valiant performance to keep
In the
up
first half, Marcelo.
Yeah.
In the second half, it was like
energy.
fighting in the fucking Somme.
Yeah.
Please, can we have a new pitch? Thank you.
He said Stuart had a big influence on the result and praised Phillips' adaptability. He said Llorente had a setback on Wednesday, which apparently ruled him out for today.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
How many centre-backs have we got that can't play?
Oh, well, I thought it was quite clever having Phillips in, because we played 3 at the back, didn't we? Because they had 2 up front. I think it helped with the structure of our defence, with Ayling going forward. He had more of his role as a right back rather than a centre back. Today, I think we had a bit more of a structuring.
I think they confused Dallas a little bit because there were times where the two of them just stood next to each other in the right wing back position. Yeah. And Dallas needed to push either up or in and just not be in Ayling's way so we could break forward.
In a weird way, we looked like stronger at the back, more secure. But in another way, you could tell that we'd never played like that with those players. And especially Strouk. I thought Strouk had a really good game. but there were just little mad moments that he had where he'd make the wrong decision, and you can tell it's just because he's a bit unconfident. Obviously, he's very young, and he's playing in this role all of a sudden, and yeah.
Well, the thing is, it's 90% he's concentrating on his game, and 10% he's concentrating how he looks like a werewolf just about to change into a wolf. So, it's hard to make a pass when you've got that on your mind. It's quite a heavy thought to have.
Someone, yeah, I feel bad about doing this stuff because I really wonder if players look at it and freak out or whatever, but
no player watches this podcast, if that's what you're going to say.
No. But every now and then, a meme that I do or some artwork does get through.
Yeah,
does get through the noise.
Liam Cooper has seen himself small faced. I know that.
Yeah, this is the kind of example I mean,
Yeah.
and I do really want to do a painting of him as the teen werewolf in America.
See Robbie Savage on Twitter having a moan about how that shouldn't have been a penalty in the first half.
Fucking Robbie Savage, like anybody gives a fuck.
Shouldn't.
The keeper won the ball. Yeah, he did, but he also fouled Bamford. So it's still a foul, regardless if you got the ball or not.
Oh, he's saying that our penalty shouldn't have been a penalty?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
Robbie. Oh, wow.
Yeah, coolly taken penalty, though, from Bamford.
Fuck that twat.
I've seen him give it. He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
if the ref says it's a penalty, it's a penalty. Shut the fuck up, Savage.
Yeah.
Crawl back to your fucking hole.
Yeah.
You don't know anything about football. Fuck off.
But the thing is about their penalty shout when Meslier came out and played beach ball again. That up at the other end of the pitch, they'd be saying how Bamford were trying to kill Pope. It would be just like, it'd be the other way around. For some reason, that is always a foul on a keeper. For as long as I've watched football, that's always a foul on a keeper. And then for some reason, when it's against Leeds, it's like, oh, I think keeper's fouled him there.
He might not have been looking at where Meslier was, but he was still backing in, regardless. Like, you can't just back in someone and it not be a foul.
It's not like he made an obvious attempt for the ball, would it? Like he was just pedaling backwards, like we're doing backstroke.
They always say the keeper needs to go in and get the ball, and no matter who's around him, just go for the ball.
Yeah,
it don't matter. And if that was Pope on the other way, it'd be like, oh, that's what Pope's done there is fantastic, really good goalkeeping that.
Yeah.
But again, it seems like it's that agenda against Leeds again.
They had a full-on narrative, didn't they, before the game?
Oh, definitely did. Does it make a difference though? If he catches the ball, that's not a foul. If he fumbles the ball, it is a foul. I don't understand it. He still made contact with the ball. Yeah. That's what I couldn't understand from the commentary. They were saying, oh, he's got to come and collect it there. Well, it'd still been a foul in your standards then. I don't know. I don't understand football anymore. It's all cameras and make it simple. I want Britain to be back Brexit British. Football. I want Brexit. I want offsides to be like advantage for the keeper. No.
Yeah, we're not part of UEFA anymore.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
that's how it works, isn't it?
Sweet. Can make his own rules up now.
10 goals per Bamford in the Premier League season. Not bad, is it?
You know what? His movement for that penalty was fantastic as well. To get into that position and to have the clear mind to stab it away to win that penalty instead of trying to score was really good. And he took that penalty fucking really well.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see him step up instead of Click, which I would have never said last season at all. So
something I noticed today was that he tried this technique of fucking smashing it into the top corner.
The Alan Shearer technique of taking a penalty. Yeah, it works quite well.
We've all seen Paddy take penalties before, and he was doing this thing that Click does,
Casual.
Which is sort of, lazily amble up to the ball. There's a word for you, amble.
Yeah.
Lazily amble up to the ball and sort of pass it very softly, quietly.
Into the keeper's hands.
Yeah, like a whisper. A whisper born upon a slow breeze. But this time, just fucking smash it into the top corner.
Just twat it as hard as you can.
That's exactly how you should do it.
I saw the interview after the game with Bamford, and he said that Click was going to take it. Click wasn't going to take it. He offered it to Bamford because originally Click takes all the penalties, and whoever misses, they take over.
Right.
So that's why Click says to Bamford, "You take it." So that's another sign that maybe Click's lost his confidence a little bit. That's why I didn't take the penalty.
Yeah, he has. He needs to get that back as well because he's a really important player for us.
he makes everything tick, doesn't he? He collects it from the defence and he gets things moving. And it's just not working with him.
I don't think the midfield at all worked today. Rodrigo looked lost. Rafinha had some nice moments, but fleetingly, Click was terrible. And Jack Harrison just disappeared second half.
For the life of me, I'll never understand why Rafinha doesn't go down.
Yeah.
When
penalty that was all day.
Yeah, it was a penalty, wasn't it? When Ben Mee it's almost like a slow motion backward rugby tackle.
Yeah.
Pirouette
before
type
Bamford
thing.
made that clearance on the line for him.
Yeah.
He's good at that.
Those chances, when we don't take them, it's just... It's nerve-wracking the rest of the time, isn't it?
That's the thing. That's the key, isn't it? I mean, how many, over the years we've had Bielsa, how many times we've talked about we need to take our chances? And no more important now in the Premier League, we need to take our chances because we'll have second halves like that again against other teams, and we will lose those games. So we need to take the chances in the first half.
Yeah, definitely. It does help if your striker's not making clearances for them.
Yeah. I thought that were a fantastic pass for Harrison into Bamford. He's got to do better there.
Should be turning that in, shouldn't he?
Right to feet on the fucking 6-yard box. Jesus, what was he not doing?
Andy Hinchcliffe watched that 3 times and still couldn't see that Bamford touched the ball. He maintains it was a great save by Nick Pope. That one.
Okay, now Brexit game, Brexit commentators. Fuck me.
I absolutely thought Shaq should have come on for Click. I thought that was the right move.
Yeah.
But then we're 1-0 up. They're lumping the ball up. They're trying to win set pieces. They're very tall. They're very good at set pieces. Mellier's flapping all over the place. And then we bring on the smallest...
I'm here to run at your right back.
Yeah, it's the wrong player to bring on, isn't it, really? Oh, sorry, I should do that with a Colombian accent, shouldn't I?
I know they say this phrase "men against boys," but it was really like dwarfs against giants.
All that was missing was Leif Davis, really.
Yeah,
if he could have joined the fray as well, it would have been just extreme levels of that.
Substitution for Leeds. Mini-me for
Vern Troyer.
Vern Troyer, 1 appearance, 0 goals.
Number 99, Vern Troyer.
Is he dead now? No, he's dead now.
Yeah, because Bielsa ran him too much. Come on, Vern! Come on! Oh, he's dead.
Run, Vern! Fuck! Fuck!
Vamos, Vern, carajo!
Run, Vern! Fuck!
Can you imagine, just sliding him up in a car and just throwing him at the ball? Yes! Oh, no, he's in the last one. Never mind.
Get him on Leif Davis' shoulders, make an average sort of human being.
Apologies to small people. Or, is that what they're called? I don't mean to offend anybody.
I'm only 5'8". I'm allowed to make fun of small people because I'm a small person myself.
I'm 6'7".
How tall are you, Ross?
6'7".
6'7".
You fucking bigoted bastard. Making fun of short people. You should be ashamed of yourself, Bill Bailey looking motherfucker.
2'8".
You Bill Bailey looking motherfucker.
Just need to grow my hair out.
You start, Louis.
Yeah, ponytail.
Get yourself with Jimmy Savile again, yeah? 3-part documentary. I've heard a lot about people like you. Oh, yeah, sorry, football.
Yeah. Oh, God.
We won.
Okay.
We're mid-table. We got 20 points.
Yep, halfway there.
20 points. That's it. Halfway there.
That's more than halfway there this season, isn't it? We don't need 40 points, do we?
I'd like it.
I think 35 should be enough this season, given that one team has only 2 points so far.
Amazing.
It's unbelievable.
I was discussing...
I've never done anything like it.
We were talking yesterday about it. It's like, do you reckon that Sheffield United could go down without a win? I reckon that's possible. If they keep him, I think they will go down without a win. Ham-faced Wilder.
It's bizarre, isn't it? Because they've come very, very close to drawing, to winning games. Even against us, it was only 1-0. I mean, they've had loads of 2-1s, and I think it was Man City that won. Only could only beat them 1-0.
The last Premier League win was the 11th of July.
It's very strange, to be honest. Very strange. I don't know what the fuck's happened to them.
Might be because they've got a front line of Billy Sharp.
David McGoldrick and that other lad.
I think that the fact that they've just gone against what they were playing for last season, they played some pretty good football in patches, and everyone was like enthralled about the revolving centre backs all the time and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But this season, it's just shit League One football. Just hoof it up to that McBurney and hope for the best.
Yeah.
To be fair, we've got revolving centre backs, but because they're all fucking injured, they're all outside of the revolving door.
They are, yeah. I was just going to say that they're going 3-4 patch revolving door, and that's about it. But
You think whatever Forshaw has is contagious? And Llorente spent too much time with him.
I've got a case of the Forshaws.
I'll tell you what, if Llorente has a kid this time next year, that's what he's been doing.
That's it, yeah. He's got a small
He's not
problem in the
injured,
groin
he's
area.
He's not injured. He's just trying to train for a baby. All these foreigners coming over here for our benefit.
Oh, fucking hell. Another mouth to feed. Another fucking mouth to feed. We've been playing Brexit football today, and how dare he stay at home, these foreigners. Go back to Merkel and all that.
He did all right. He did all right in Spain. Now he's got his visa. He's fucked off. Disappear without a trace. Because it's so fucking brilliant in Britain. Yeah. Everybody's just wanting to come over.
Oh, I cannot wait to get to England with the Gregs.
with the Gregs and the fish and chips.
And the Poundland. Oh, I cannot wait.
Poundland. I heard great things.
And their queues at the benefits is so long. You cannot see it.
You got so much time to do what you want. You stand there listening to a podcast. Great.
On free iPhone.
I love it. In my country, you're in and out. It's over. It's not even a thing.
But you have to be careful. You don't get caught by the Dyche. The Dyche is like the Grinch of the Christmas stories of immigrants.
He's an angry man, and his team are very angry as well. I don't understand that. Every time they zoomed in on one of the players, even if it was just like 2 minutes in, they all look kind of angry, like the gym dudes that you try and avoid.
Sorry, mate, were you using them? Wait, sorry, I'll put back.
No.
There was a bit.
Yeah.
There was a bit where a long ball came over the top, and you thought, "Oh, Bamford's going to get on the end of this." And the cut to a close up of Dyche, like, fucking hell! It's like watching intently for Bamford to take a touch and take it past the centre back in a close up of Dyche. Oh God!
There was one bit where Hope had the ball, and it would pan to Dyche, and he just went, "Kick it!" I thought, that's insight there. That's insight there.
That's the training they're getting. Anyway, that's just a warm-up. We've got Big Sam on Tuesday.
Oh, God. Brexit
All
too.
the same.
Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, brilliant.
Burnley, to me, they look like a team that are at least they know what they're doing. They're well drilled. Yeah. I know that's a fucking football cliche, but they are.
Yeah.
And they imposed, as Bielsa would say, they imposed their style on the game and on us. And we ended up playing right into their hands.
Yeah, a lot of the time, yeah.
We were lumping it forward. It was hit and hope stuff. There was one point where we had the ball for a moment, and I just thought, yes, settle it down. Just fucking keep the ball for just a minute. Just keep the ball for a minute. And I think it was Illan, and he lumps it forward to Pervader. Pervader's just like, it goes way over his fucking head. Tries to get it like a chihuahua trying to grab a frisbee.
What about that chance where Alioski does an overhead kick clearance and it sets who's it off?
Pablo.
Hernandez on it, yeah, and he decides to shoot instead of laying it off. That'd have been 2-0 easy.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh, Pablo.
I think the frustration for me again, because we've been so good at passing, that we've been so used to the team passing well, we just can't seem to get our passing together. 2 or 3 passes, and then we give it away again, and then we're back to square one again, trying to get the ball back. And that's I think that was the real frustration in the second half. We just couldn't string a pass together.
I couldn't. Could not at all. It is frustrating that, like Danny said, I think just needs somebody to put the foot on the ball, keep it, pass it across the back 3, back 4, and then just frustrate and bring them out and then play forward. But we just, because every forward pass that we played just went to them. So,
They seem to have 8 men in midfield.
Yeah, that's it.
Most of the game.
Yeah. Well,
and that's the real frustration, is that the fact that Phillips was so good in defence today, but we missed that Phillips in midfield where we wanted, like you say, you need that player in midfield just to get the ball and start again. And we just don't. Klitsch isn't that midfielder that we were expecting, and we just lost it in midfield at times. First half we were all right. Second half we were just all over the place.
Yeah. Well,
we won.
3 points.
They were playing 4-4-2, weren't they? So
with a fullback.
What a
centre back playing left
surprise!
midfield. Eric Peters is a central defender. He played left midfield for them.
Their 2 forwards would sit back, so it was more like 4-6-0.
Yeah, but not in the cool like Spain way that they used to do. It's more like 4-6 defend.
It's more in the 1970s 4-day a week 4-4-2. That isn't it, really?
Rightio. So, man of the match?
Phillips.
I'd like to go Phillips. Yeah, nobody else deserves it. Everybody else had a little bit of the shits about him. Yeah, Phillips.
I think him and Ayling probably the rest too.
Yeah.
Yep, and Phillips for me as well. I think that's a bit of a no-brainer.
Yep.
You could argue that we, collectively, the fans, were the man of the match for having to endure that fucking second half.
Andy Hinchcliffe.
At one point, I just thought,
man of the
we don't
match
even
is
deserve it.
Sean Dyche's wife from it.
Wow, okay. You never know, she might be worse than him.
She's definitely spent Christmas at her sister's, isn't she?
Welcome home, Sean.
She might be the reason he is the way he is. You never know. You never know. Women aren't automatically good just because they're women.
I came into this marriage with my eyes open.
He gets in and it's like, Sean, where the fuck have you been?
I'm sorry, love. I'm sorry, I was working late. I was over in Yorkshire.
I was just over in Yorkshire losing to Leeds. But it wasn't us, I promise. It was this fucking wanker referee. But I offered him out. I did.
You'll never believe it when this Argentinian came over and he's stealing my job.
Won't come here, this soft twat.
Sweet. Dyche is going to struggle to light his fag tonight with all those tears rolling down his face.
I'm not sure this is going to be Dyche's favourite podcast, to be honest. I don't think we've made it onto the list.
Probably not.
Dyche's favourite podcast.
I think he still has a Nokia 3210.
Yeah?
Fucking snakes coming over here eating our eggs.
His favourite podcasts would be, Brexit Daily and...
Yeah.
I don't think, is there any Brexit-friendly podcasts? It feels like quite a left-wing sort of arena. Probably is. I'll do a search. It's like there's one just Nigel Farage just like wanking himself silly over fishing rights.
Katie Hopkins. And,
Oh, God.
Oh, I bet she's got a podcast.
yeah. It's funded by that guy who backed Farage.
Oh, there's so many Brexit podcasts.
Yeah.
We need to get one of them on for the preview for the West Brom game. So, yeah, you want to talk about Brexit? We want to talk about Brexit football because we're playing West Brom and Big Sam. So.
Someone needs to set up a dummy account with the flags on all over it. Get in touch with them through that account.
I think we know who the man is to do that, don't we, Alex?
We're starting a podcast and we'd love for you to be our first guest.
Yeah.
Giving the game away now.
Yeah, there we go.
So, moment of the match or image of the match. I think when I think of this match, I'm going to be thinking about Meslier flapping around.
Yeah, flying through the air.
Probably won't remember anything else.
Yeah, for me, it's because it's so dark out. It looks like it was desaturated, like it was like old footage, and it just looked really grim at Ellen Road. Whereas every time we've seen them before, it looks quite nice. It just looks like we were in the trenches, literally.
It's just because Burnley were there, isn't it? That's what they bring.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the mood.
I think it was quite funny because the main account showed Eddie Gray playing against Burnley, didn't they? and in that really on that really shit pitch.
Yeah.
It just felt like Eddie Gray should have come on instead of Pervade, and he would have made a difference.
Get some dribbling done.
Because he's used to the pitch.
Yeah, they don't waltz like that anymore.
No.
Oh.
That pitch looked like the 70s. It looked
Yeah.
awful. Just looked awful. And I know it's an 18-month-old pitch, and they were meant to rip it up, weren't they, at the end of the season? But obviously, with a quick turnaround, they're not being able to do that. But they should be able to do something with that, surely.
I think they're doing everything they can, because you think about it, it's in winter. Grass doesn't like to grow in winter usually, so they've got artificial light to kind of get it back, and they've only got a week to get any sort of growth on it before 22 men put studs through it. So
Sand all over the place.
That's it.
Yeah.
Rip it up, put a 4G pitch in, and then we'll just have like black rubber bits forever.
I mean, I've seen it after rugby league has been played on it, and it's looked better.
Yeah. Maybe next season. If we survive, we'll get a new pitch, and then, sorted.
The phrase you were looking for with Eddie Gray was, he knows the pitch,
You know?
isn't it? Similar to he knows the club. No?
I tell you,
I've done this before.
I've played on pitches like this. It's fine.
Put me on, boss. Put me in, I'm ready.
Rob Price, give me 16 injections. I'm ready to go.
I saw Forshaw half dead being wheeled out earlier, but I didn't dare ask where these injections came from.
Project Grey.
That's a vaccine.
Project Grey would be
That's
amazing.
a vaccine. That's what happens.
But tell you, going back to serious and semi-serious points, I was impressed by Charlie Taylor. I think he stepped up to the Premier League quite well. He did get turned inside out a couple of times by Raf, which I quite liked.
He sprinted past Pervader at one point.
It was as quick as a fresh Pervader at the end of the game. So I think we should look at that. I think that would be a good transfer for us if we could do that.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
I mean, the Express can get a rumour right once, I guess, can't they?
Have you seen who we're linked with? What's it called? Danny Rose and who else? It's
Sam Johnson, Fabian Delph, and Sam
Fabian
Johnson,
Delph.
West Brom.
Yeah. Like,
What?
That's old transfer gossip from the summer as well.
Yeah, it's resurfaced today in the Sun.
Yeah.
Because we need both the keepers that make the most saves this season. We need both of them on our books.
Lack of imagination.
Maybe this is
I
how
feel
we're
like.
going to survive. We're going to silence all the keepers from the bottom three teams. Just keep them on our bench.
Yeah. Who else is ex-Leeds? Milner? Yeah, there you go.
Just sign another contract, but yeah, that's fine. We can have that.
Oh,
Oh,
Must
they want to
be knocking around
get
somewhere.
Bailey Peacock Farrell back. Yeah.
Fairly,
Who else?
Schmeichel.
Fairly
Schmeichel.
Peacock Carroll.
Schmeichel. There you go.
Yeah.
There's another one.
Snodgrass, he's still playing. Let's have him back.
Eddie Gray. Oh no, it's still,
Snoddy. Yep.
Yeah.
Andy Gray.
yeah.
No, we don't want him. No.
What's McCormack doing now apart from getting pissed?
McCormack.
He's in League Two,
is-
isn't he?
Yeah, he's at some club who
Was it
immediately
Shrewsbury?
changed their Twitter profile to the club that Ross McCormack plays for.
Yeah.
So that's the level.
Oh, he's at
Aldershot
Fulham.
That's the
Town.
level.
Aldershot.
Alder shot. That's it.
Oh wow.
There we go.
Yeah.
Billy Sharp. He could be looking for a Premier League club.
What about that Fulham player, the captain, who's got a real chip on his shoulder when he got released from
Oh,
Leeds?
can he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Him as well.
he's a good player, but yeah, he's a bit of a prick as well. But you know, when a prick's on your team, it's all right. And it's like Ali Oscar, I would hate him on any opposition team. Yeah, he's all
Wait a
right.
minute. Tom Kenny was released by Leeds. I've never heard this before. This is new.
Yeah, he got released in the youth
He
team.
was too short.
And they,
Unbelievable. I thought Scott would have mentioned that at some point over the past 20 years.
Ross McCall.
Johnny Howson.
Aldershot. I want to see what his record is.
What's he doing? Get him back.
He's played 2 games and scored no goals so far.
he plays for Warnock now. He's probably in the corner now crying.
Really loving life, playing right back for Neil Warnock.
Yeah, should probably save him from a fate worse than death. Wouldn't wish that upon your worst enemy, would you? Go spend time with the judge comes out with the sentencing. Yeah, it's 6 months of Neil Warnock.
I sentence you to 6 months hard labour under Neil Warnock.
So Bamba's about.
What about Lasogga?
there
He
we
would
go.
have scored some goals
Hey.
with those chances.
Well,
The
actually,
soggy bottom boy.
we're already paying for Big Kev, so get him back.
Yeah.
He did. he did lose a bit of weight. He did get a bit trimmed, didn't he? The last time I heard about him, he'd lost some weight. He'd gotten a bit fitter. He was maybe not banging in goals, but scoring a few goals.
And then allegedly paralysed himself on balloons.
Yeah.
Apparently so. Yeah.
My
There was a
God.
news story that came out that he'd taken too much laughing gas and paralysed himself.
Oh, we've got to get him back. He's Leeds if ever I've heard it.
He's currently
Okay.
playing for Al Arabi.
Really?
Yeah.
That's where Pablo came from.
Yeah.
There you go. We've exchanged Pablo for Pierre Michel Le Soccer.
And his mum.
Jeez, we fucked them up. It's the only thing Gary Monk ever did right, I think. Bring in Pablo. Right, well, it wasn't pretty, but it was 3 points, and it's 20 points on the board, so whoa, we're halfway there. Final thoughts from Barney.
Burnley, happy place. That's it.
Cryptic. Ross?
More of the same against West Brom. By that I mean just more 3 points.
Right, and nothing else.
Just
from
3
the game.
points, yeah. If we can just take the points now and not have to play that game, that'd be fine.
Okay. Alex?
Brexit means Brexit. Fuck off Brussels.
By British hashtag.
Nice. So that was the match review podcast for Leeds 1, Burnley 0. We might have adapted our style to defensive long ball huffing, but we did it better than Burnley. So fuck off and see you next week. No, 2 days' time, isn't it? Fucking hell. Fuck's sake.
Wait.
Most of our stats come from LUFC Stats or LUFC Data on Twitter. You should probably give them a follow as they're more interesting than us. A very special thanks to Adam Warner, Barney Stuart, Cookie, Ewan and Howard Metcalf, Josh Pearson, Laura, Leon and Rob, The Light Show, and all our family and friends.
So many games to play, don't care what's